Yo, I'm trying to go live, right? Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. This just break my spirit. I'm trying to go live, but we're experiencing we're supposed to be getting ready for a hurricane here, and it says, the whole we tried to go live before, so the other live look like it's still up, and I'm trying to take that other live down because that other live got stuck. All right, so while that live is trying to get erased, I'm up over here again. I tried again and it came back. It said you can't go live right now. Try again later. So I'm gonna try again and it didn't work. I'm gonna try again and it didn't work. And I tried again, it worked now. So I'm telling everybody from now that's tuning in that we might get cut off because we are under hurricane watch and we just got hurricane warnings all over our phones and tropical storm, all these other things. So the thing go already, right? Bad weather, meaning everything not gonna work right. So here we are. Anyways, shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. I hope to be. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home mom, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver. Matter of fact, forget that. Shout out to the 9 to 5 workers out there. That's where we're going with it this morning. Big up on yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. Shout out to the people who tune in every morning. Big up yourself and thank you for tuning in every morning. We got some things to talk about this morning and we're going to get right into it. We can't waste no time because the weather is not good where I'm at. Shout out to my people in Florida, especially my people in South Florida. Some of you are about to get hit really hard with this hurricane. I don't think my side is about to get hit that hard, but we will be experiencing some of it, but not a direct hit as far as I know. But there are places that will be experiencing a direct hit. So God go with you. You already know if you're a Floridian or you lived here for a while, it comes with the territory. Just like how if you live up north, snow and cold weather comes with the territory. Down here, hurricane and tropical storms comes with the territory. Please dry right now. Who says Banches says PLS dry right now? Well, it's coming here. Live through Erica TV says my family members, in-laws came for the summer. They're gone. Now I have a little bit more time to join. It will be school. All right. Well, I appreciate you being here, family. Made it back home to South Florida from Budapest. S. Sharon. Big up yourself, S. Sharon. I hope you had fun in Budapest. Welcome back in time for the hurricane. I hope your part don't get hit so bad today. But the hurricane is touching down in Florida today. June O'Brien says we will only get heavy rain. Right. I think my side will. June O'Brien, I think you're on my side, right? We're close to the Orlando area. Yeah. Port St. Lucie. Well, you're not far. Port St. Lucie, not far from us. That's Banches. Lakes Worth. Why don't I get some heavy? I get the whole hurricane today. Oh, at Sharon, my daughter got a silver medal at Budapest. So your daughter was an Olympian. Who does she represent? Who is your daughter? She represent Jamaica or she represent the US or she represent, because I noticed that a lot of these athletes actually either go to school in the US or train in the US, but they run for and represent some other nation. Live through Erica TV. Wow. Lil Red Gucci too, thank you for being here this morning. Let's get into the topics this morning. So I don't know, man. We in a toxic time, man. I gotta talk. Okay. I'm just gonna be on a free something this morning until this live end. So just roll with it. Sometimes I come scripted, and sometimes I just come in, I go off the cuff, right? So this is one of these mornings. Our topics for this morning. Miss Kitty had something to say at Chris Brown's concert about 9 to 5 workers, because apparently this young lady took it upon herself to, speak very badly about 9 to 5 workers. Now, this brings into focus where we're at. No, as a people, like 9 to 5 workers are being laughed at, right? And a lot of money is seen as little bit of money. Like it's a cultural, it's a thing now in Jamaica for them to say, move with a little bit of money. You're like, I got 1,000 US, move with a little bit of money. I have 10,000 US, move with a little bit of money. That kind of stuff. And half of the time, the people that are saying move with a little bit of money are people that don't have no money. You notice how every morning I come on here and I say, shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. You notice I say that every morning? Yes, so this is right up my lane. I don't like when people, but I don't know. We've gotten to a stage now where everything is upside down for real, like Bojo Bantan said. What was once shunned is now glorified. What was once looked at as just something you would never tell anybody you were involved in is something that is now publicized proudly. You know, we moved into a different time, a different era. And people who I feel like should not even get a spotlight, like no one should hear you speak, they get front page and they get a big microphone and they get a big audience to say a bunch of nonsense, right? And where does that leave us? It leaves a lot of people being indoctrinated. It leaves a lot of people being influenced. It leaves a lot of people following the BS. And that's where we're at today, right? So we're going to get into that topic right there. Miss Kitty had a mouthful to say. This young lady had a mouthful to say. Miss Kitty will have you rolling though, because she bring up two terminologies that I think I will forever be using these two terminologies. Miss Kitty said no make no gyal. We know no let her say it. Before we go into that though, we have to finish up where we left off yesterday. This is very heavy. I couldn't consume all of it yesterday. Plus, you know, I cut into wifey's gym time by like 30-40 minutes yesterday. So let's finish up the last 5 minutes of what Queen Ifica was saying yesterday, because she was saying a lot. And I didn't want to make it seem like I just use our material for entertainment. I really take this one at heart. Hear me out. As long as I've been on YouTube, right? These are one of the topics that we were tackling before everybody else was tackling these topics. Fun fact, I'm the first YouTuber, along with Shakira, that started doing these types of topics, right? And we were the first Jamaican couple that did vlogging as well. But okay, whatever. Me not look for no title, for no first and no belt and no medals. I'm just saying. So the topics we were speaking about was mental health among our people and focused squarely on Jamaica, right? Because we were trying to figure out, like, how did we go from such loving, kind, caring people to like everybody don't care no more, money over everything, kill and forget. Like, you know how, and we were saying that mental health is a big part of our society that is looked upon, frowned upon. You know, when people lose their mind, people go into depression, people hang themselves, commit suicide, all these other things. You know, we always chalk it up to superstitions. We chalk it up to a somebody obia. We chalk it up to a weak, you know, the G couldn't hold out and these kind of things. So we started tackling those a long time ago. One of the things we tackled a long time ago was sexual molestation among our population, especially where minors were concerned. Me, I went off on an angle and I said, matter of fact, listen, we talking about the boys too. I said there is an explosion going on in Jamaica right now. Y'all ain't seen it? Did y'all see the carnival this year in Jamaica? I see people online talking about this. How I know that these are people online that are speaking that don't live in Jamaica anymore and probably don't visit, but once every 5 years or something. Oh, that can't go on to Jamaica. I'm like, man, shut up. Y'all the ones online making everybody think that Jamaica is still this homophobic place where if you say you're gay, they'll run you down and murder you in the streets and stuff like that. That no, so. Not Nagasa. 1 and 2 corners and areas, just like in the US and just like anywhere else, right? Russia and everywhere else. But far, far gone from the days how Jamaica used to be. So the people who push this narrative still, it has international implications. It has international implications for us. We get hurt on an international level because of this narrative they continue to push. See? Now, Jamaica set away right now, and it's been set this way. I was one of the first ones. I was the only one that started talking about the boys getting sexually molested and raped off in Jamaica. When I heard Queen Ifica mention it yesterday, I was like, yeah, somebody finally says it that's outside of me, SouFLo. But when I did it, it was like 2017, around them time there, and I got cursed out by Jamaican people. Move on, go a big butt boy. That's why you run with Ghana foreign. Fuck them, fuck you off down at Jamaica. And pardon my language, but sometimes I have to speak like this because it fits exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm bringing the message across, right? I don't feel like censoring myself all the time. We're grown people, right? Right. And I don't curse unnecessarily. So work with the program. Yeah, big butt boy. That's why you run with Ghana foreign. Fuck them, fuck you off a Jamaican. These are the comments that I was getting when I was saying, yo, we need to take a look at the boys in Jamaica. Y'all see those murders when they be committing those murders? Those murders are gruesome as hell. Man cutting baby throat, fam. Man a cut granny throat. Man break in a house, rape grandmother, cut her throat, shoot up all the kids them in the house, everything like that. We never used to operate like that. So everybody was trying to figure out, like, where the hell is all this coming from? It's coming from trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, and nobody ain't getting no healing, and nobody is getting anybody to see them through it, right? So we've been tackling this. This is why Queen Ifica's message to me is important to hear. Now, let me clarify. I'm not here as an attorney. I am not here as judge and jury and executioner. I am not here to sentence anyone. I am not here to verify her story. I don't care to verify her story to say, is she lying or not? That is not my place. Everybody has their reality. Who chooses to speak on their reality, that's their business. If you choose to lie, then karma won't miss you, because there's great damage that will come with these types of lies that you tell. But if this is your truth and you decide to get up and speak this truth, none of us have a right to talk about. So me not believe her, because why she wait so long? How come she just come out now? Wait, me feel like she a lying now, because the other day she say a woman do something to her. Now today she a say our father do something to her. Now some of you people are so ignorant, and I'm not saying you that are here chilling with me. I'm just saying to the broader audience who watches us, right? Some of my people am so damn ignorant. They feel like it's their duty to jump in. Oi, the Morgan family and Derek Morgan, them not giving you $1 out of them royalties for them music that they've made over the years. You will get no stripe. None of them don't know you, and none of them don't want to know you. So it's okay. You don't have to use that to crucify her. She spoke her truth. It's your duty to just listen. If you don't want to listen, lock off your ears. But if you're going to listen, listen. But don't listen and pass judgment and victimize the victim when she's telling you that she's a victim. And she said that's just one of her stories. And you see how briefly she went into another story? And the other story sound even worse than the story where she take time to tell about her father. She went into a story about her stepdaddy and the 3 days drugged and... Listen, this is a reality for a lot. And when I say a lot, this is a reality for a lot of people in Jamaica, in our culture. I know I speak and I say Jamaica, and a lot of my Caribbean people, like from Trinidad, big up my Trinidadian them, my Trinidad family. A lot of people from like Trinidad, Guyana, Grenada, Antigua, Barbuda, all these other places, Dominica, they say, SouFLo, this is thing that happened all throughout the Caribbean. It's like we have one setter, and I say to them, I can't speak on your place, because I don't want people rush me and talk about, yo, talk about Jamaica blood, because Jamaica you know about. Stop talking about Trinidad, or stop talking about Guyana, because them something that happen there. Then I'm going to have to wrestle with people and talk about something that places I've never been, right? But I'm Jamaican through and through. So I've seen it my whole life. So I've earned the right to speak on it. All right. With that said, let's finish up where we left off with Queen Ifica yesterday, because we owe it to her, and it's about 5 minutes or so of her 5 minutes or so of her story.
One story.
And then we're done. All right? All right. So
I wake up in the hours.
Here's the ending.
To my father trying to penetrate me.
John. I'm good on this.
You do that.
All right.
And when is it going to stop in our family then? The good family members, they need to come together and show out the bad family members, them who continue to do things like these and grow all kind of terrible victims of society. My father, Derek Morgan, is a pervert.
She said what she said.
You know, hear me say me never ever go stop. You know, hear me say it's a purpose and a reason God have me for. And comes what me. The truth must realize, and some of the children them in Jamaica must be free from this rape we have we down here.
Some people not talking.
I don't think so. I can't talk my story, man. I have one. I have a story, but I refuse to suffer in silence while the people that hurt me behave like nothing never happened.
That part.
And want me to mad out, and want me to lose myself, and want me to go turn whore and prostitute and don't love myself. I am not what happened to me. These things happen to me. It does not define me.
You need to know that.
So I want to tell anyone that is watching this right now, say, the things that happen to you in life should not define you, but should help you to be a better person for yourself first, and then for your surroundings.
All right. And that was that. It wasn't even 5 minutes, but that was the end. I feel like I owed that to her. And I feel like I owe it to us to put that out there to those who have been victimized, right? If you've been victimized, man, because some people hold this dearly, you know. Some grown people are still walking around trying to figure out, because when something that happened to you is traumatic. So they're trying to figure out, what did I do? Some people are feeling like something I did attracted this to me, right? And they're walking around with this burden. It's important for others. It's important for us to share. I said this all the time. Don't ever feel like what you're going through, like you're the only one in the world going through it. That's the reason why people go take their own life, because they feel like, here I am with nobody else in the world to understand. I'm the only one going through this. I'm just sinking. Nobody can save me. Me can't save myself, right? It's important, man. It's important to know that what happened to you does not define you. It happened. It happened to you. Yeah, rough. But it's something that happened to you. It's not you, right? Right. And you don't have to use it to become, or you don't have to suffer with it and become the worst you. You can use it as fuel for your fire to become somebody big and better, and to heal yourself. And then not just for yourself, for others around you, like she said. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. Me there. What going?
Why, you see, really what going right now. This is why you really want the DNA database, right?
That's one of them.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's one of them.
This is what we really needed. And the Babylon boy, them don't want it down there.
True.
See,
but the DNA database now could have helped in this case in a sense, because somebody lost in the audience. So let me explain. The DNA database could help in this case in a sense where, you know, if something happened to a young lady or a young boy, they can go to the authorities and they take that article of clothing and them take off whatever them have, right? And DNA could be stored and matched, and then we can say, well, this is proof beyond proof, because you have to explain how your fluids reach in DESO and these kind of things, right? Nothing else needed. But on a broader scale, the DNA database is needed in Jamaica because Jamaica have 14 parishes, and you can commit a certain type of crime on one end of Jamaica, and then when DESO get hot, you jump to the other side and you do your thing, and when they get hot, you jump in the middle and you do your thing. So basically, you become a serial, whatever it is you are, a serial murderer, a serial rapist, or whatever, and it's hard to track an individual because they have no national DNA database in Jamaica. And the US sent experts who set up the national DNA database in the US to Jamaica to help Jamaican authorities to set one up there. And the man left the country, and he made a big, broad statement where he said, let me get right to it. They don't want it there. They are their own obstacles. They do everything to sabotage the process of establishing one. Why would they do that, though? So, yeah.
No one get through with anything at all.
All right. Why would they do that, though?
And see how she talk, see how Queen Ifica talk to the minister. What the minister name?
Bobsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She go straight to her and talk to her about it. And what she do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Queen Ifica said she not even call her back to say, are you okay? Or nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So nothing not going on. Listen, we really need the DNA database long, but they're not gonna do nothing.
That's sad. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And just so it go still.
Yeah, well, we have to do better than just so it go, because we've been saying that for the longest. Not true. Boy, I just saw the thing said.
Yeah. All right then.
All right, my brother. Yeah. So yeah, with that said, let's finish off the Queen Ifica part now. If you're suffering from stuff that happened to you a long time ago or recently or whenever, go get some help. And when I say go get some help, I'm talking about we live in a different time now. Find somebody to speak to. I don't even advise this part too much because I noticed that it's trending, and I've seen toxic counselors. But there are even counselors that are online because our whole existence has moved to online. Back in the day, you had to go find a therapist. You had to have money, or you had to have good insurance, and you can't find a therapist that you lay down on the couch and say your problems, or them hypnotize you, or something like that. Nowadays, you can find them on Instagram, and they're willing to do consultations, and they're willing to speak to you off grid or off scene. I've seen though where like it's like these young ladies that go counseling and they're like, yeah, I'm speaking to my counselor and that's what my counselor said, but their counselor never say to them, you're wrong. Their counselor never say to them, that chain of thought that you have is destructive. Their counselor never say to them, like, the counselor is there to make sure that they get a paycheck or they collect their monies from these people they meet online by telling them everything they want to hear about themselves. So I'm advising you to go get help. I'm telling you where you could, the easiest place to go, but I'm also saying be aware of who is out there, because everybody trying to make a dollar today, right? Right. And I always want you to get real help, not just somebody who's going to tell you everything you want to hear and collect your money from you. And it's cheap nowadays. You probably pay $14.50 every week or every 2 weeks or something like that, you know, and you feel like, yes, I can afford it, but it might be somebody that really is not interested in helping you, right? So get you some help, man, because life is beautiful. Life is beautiful when you can come up out of that darkness and actually breathe and actually live. And I need you to do that for yourself, okay? Stacey Ann Williams said, SouFLo, I'm so grateful that you are using your platform to get this out. Yes, big up yourself, family. I've been doing it since 2016 and took a whole heap of cussing for it. How I'm anti-Jamaican, how I want to batty up Jamaica, how somebody using me as an agent. They said, oh, he was in the U.S. military. I bet so them man they work for the three-letter people them. Yeah, he's a plant and they're using him to destabilize. I'm like, these people crazy. They made up all kinds of stuff about me when all I was trying to do was just like wake up some of my people, them, get some of them some help that they need before they go over the edge. You know, that's it. Me turn operative. Me turn undercover agent. Me turn me disloyal. Hey boy, you can't come back to Jamaica again, you know. They used to threaten me, tell me, oh, them are gonna bust out my head back when they see me in Jamaica. Like all kinds of stuff for these same topics that everybody is doing now today. Go and look. Look, 2016, the videos are still on YouTube. 2016, 2017, 2018. Go and look and point out who else was covering these topics, and you will see that I was there. You will see that Shakira was there with me, and we were hitting these topics, and we were hated. And now it come full circle. I said from back then, if we don't pay attention to what's going on, especially like where the murder rate's concerned and all that, it's going to hit everybody's doorstep. And when it hits everybody's doorstep, then everybody is going to be screaming out, oh God, Jesus, save us. We need help. We need you now, Lord. Look at what's going on now. It's hit everybody's doorstep now. Now everybody is, oh God, Jesus, please save us now. Because I saw it coming. Because nobody cared when we were doing them. They were just, oh damn, who get killed today? Boy, SouFlo, me now watch a show again today, my young man, because you know do the story them. I want to hear who get killed today. And I'm like, okay, so I entertainment, like it turned into an entertainment thing instead of the long list of stuff that we were telling the people them to do to make sure that this stuff either cease or slow down, hold your leaders accountable, etc., etc. None of that. Them cuss we and them come for the killy story them and all that. But hey, man, we push on through because we do it from a genuine place, right? A place of love. Because it backfires on us if we don't. When me step off of the plane in Jamaica, I say, me step off of the plane. I'm in the place, on the ground. I'm not higher up. A limo doesn't come and whisk me away. I walk through like everybody else. Me stand up and wait for me rent a car like everybody else. People are see me right there. So, yo, SouFlo, and this morning me I watch you now. How you reach us already? You do the live show this morning or you did pre-tape it? How with the and we talk and we go off. All right, my G, have a good one here. Yeah, enjoy the place. And when you are leave, of course, I'm not saying when I'm leaving, so I throw out a fake date and then we go about our business. You know, make me out there just like that, like everybody else. So I have to watch my speech and my face is not hidden. And I keep telling people that for the longest. But we do this brave though, and we do it from a place of love. And real people understand that too. That's why them not doing nothing. Because real people understand that. Right? Even the killy them understand when me talk. Because me not damage them. I want them to get help. Yeah. And I want Jamaica to be better for not just us, but for my children. I don't want my children bragging about, yeah, I'm Jamaican and my daddy is from Jamaica, and people go like, oh my God, that's really a shithole country. You shouldn't even be bragging about that place, kind of thing. I want them to be like, oh, really? Y'all from Jamaica for real? You know what I'm saying? And we could do that in our lifetime. Others did it so we could have better. So we need to continue so that the future generation can have better than what we had. Somebody dropped the ball somewhere along the line, but we need to pick that ball up and keep on going. Not true? All right. Vicky Victor says that Big Dirty Tiffin producer in Florida says that she's lying just because he produced the song Daddy Don't Touch Me There. That man is evil, true and true. I did not know that Daddy Don't Touch Me There was banned. Somebody help me out with this. Daddy Don't Touch Me There was banned? Because if it was, it speaks volume. I don't think it was banned. I don't remember hearing it being banned. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, family. What go on?
Yeah, you know, more. We just want to make a little speech in our topic thing about that very important.
Yeah, we're on speaker though, so we can't hear you. So, you know, take away off of that and with little speech.
Yeah. You know, say, once you little thing, we're not going to be long still.
All right, give me the speech.
You hear me say now?
Mm-hmm.
You see a big war going on in the year, but I mean, see no Jamaican black talk about it.
Wait, you see a big war going where?
No Nigeria, man, in Africa.
In Africa?
Yeah.
And you know, see, no Jamaican talk about it.
No, bro, you know that me and say me don't understand.
Because me not gonna say nothing still, but you know, as Jamaican, we have one set of problems still. I mean, big up to Africa and everything, but Jamaicans are more concerned about where there are a lot of Jamaicans. But just I said.
Yeah, me know that. Me know that still, but I true them brain now move right.
Or I true them have too much to think about.
Eh?
Or I true them have too much to think about already.
No, but you don't talk about war in the Ukraine.
Makes sense.
And them not talk about the war in Africa.
Makes sense. So what kind of war? What kind of big war are going in Africa? What enlighten we please, cause me don't know about it either.
All right, listen what I tell you now. France control Nigeria, right?
Nigeria.
And they take out all of the mineral out of Nigeria, the uranium, because that give them current. And Nigeria people now have no current, and the whole of France have current. So the military overthrow the government and run out France out of the country. And Mali, Burkina Faso, I stand up with Nigeria and ECOWAS after the European, African Western Bloc economic something. Them are joining up with France and US and Germany to go invade the man, them just like how they invade Libya. You see me? But Algeria, Burkina Faso, and Mali, I defend Nigeria. So it's going to be a big war. They run out the French embassy, they run out the US embassy, they run out the German embassy out of Nigeria. And they must say them not leave because the soldier them don't have no authority to run them out. I mean, you know, Jamaica talk about it, and Africa, but you know, motherland, where the man them control with for almost 600 years, and I suffer the black people them. How much years? Look how much mineral in Nigeria. See? And French control Nigeria, you know, French control Burkina Faso, and them country, and the man them run them out of them country. And the white people are planning to invade and mash up Africa again.
Okay.
You see me, I said?
All right. You me, sir. You sound very passionate about the topic. See? I will look into the topic and I will do a piece on that just for that.
All right, my boss.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, my brother.
And I want to tell you all, remember Peter told you a song we say, anywhere you're born, anywhere you come from, you know, as long as it's a black man, you're African, you know.
All right, sir.
So the people don't know that still.
True that.
All right, my boss.
Manners.
Yeah.
The man sound very passionate about the topic, Rasta, and I couldn't just make the brother down. Yeah, I couldn't cut him off. He sound passionate about the topic, right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Manners and respect, SouFLo.
Manners and respect, family. What go on? The people themselves,
You
let's
know,
get back to the topic.
The caller what they're calling about Africa. Respect you to Africa. I want to ask you something. Have you ever heard one African entertainer ever do a song about the crime and violence going on in Africa? Never. We Jamaican always talk about it. You can't tell me no African ever talk about the crime and the going on in the country, brother. So how we take out them problems?
All right.
Respect you to them.
All right. And look how we full of problem. With one problem.
And look how we full of problem.
All right, sir.
We fight with them, but they never fight. They never, not one African, you burn up one, none of them do nothing about the problem and crime with the one. In the country, and no music, Jamaica, the only country do that, brother.
Yeah,
we have no problem right now when Jamaica can't deal with it.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound coarse and callous though, so
no, yeah. We understand that, but we can't say what we are saying because we are the father.
All right, sir.
You
see there?
We talk, man, and respect you to Africa. I'm sorry to know what it's talking about, but you have to deal with this right now. Right now, we have some 2 before and 50 years go down to make a beat some boy down there. You can't stay there and fight in your country. Yeah, do the set. So,
right, that's all.
You know, the first time people meet some people and they ask where you come from, say Jamaica. And the man say, oh, Jamaica? Someone say, yo, I gotta go to Jamaica. A long time I hear nobody say that.
See.
People stop saying them go to Jamaica. We mean visitors, because of the crime I'm going on. Right now, we can country. All right, what is over? You remind me there, right?
Yeah, man.
You know where the police station is. You know where the map there. You want to tell me say 5 shots fire so blow and a policeman take 25 minutes from the police station to reach the shot fire so blow? You know, say crime statistics is not good, brother. Yeah, man, they should have shot them. None of them more they should have come out.
What you thought? The latest beryllium robbery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me QD, you know. Me QD, you know. But remember, you know, Jamaica set up different, you know. Jamaica set up different, you know. And there's a whole lot, let's be honest, right? There's a whole lot of corruption going on. So if my police brethren them know say me I gonna rob that place, I rob beryllium around this time, them not running for me. Me and the killing them, I gonna lick beryllium and then we're gonna split the profits later. We'll give you something. You just give me 15 minutes to take care of things and then you come in after. That's true.
Yeah, although we can't compare America to Jamaica. You know, it's in my work coming to South Florida. Right now, we sit around 175 camera. Me alone, 175 camera to watch in the city of Baltimore. And a little crime going on one of the street there, come to boom, because in a 3-minute the whole place shut down.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the that's the CCTV system with the central monitoring point that I've been talking about for years that I said Jamaica needs, along with the national DNA database. You just describe it. Yeah. But you know, once you start, we have to deal with the thing first. Them say dance a yard before you dance abroad, no? And them say take care of your house and clean it up before you go talk about other people's house. All right, my brother. That brother always, me don't know him, always sound like him underwater when him call. I don't know if him have a brick phone like one of them old phone there. But I thank him for calling in. We have to work together as a people, whether Jamaican or our roots, Africa. We have to free ourselves from mental slavery. Yes, Kaz Robinson, because it's a mindset, right? But let me tell you one of the quickest ways to damage your platform on YouTube. See, it's all fun and games when you want to. Let me be as real as ever with you, right? Read between my lines, though, because I can't say everything out straight. See, people want you to speak on certain topics, right? SouFlo, talk about this, talk about that. How come nobody not saying anything about this and that? There are certain topics, right, that if you touch on them, anytime you start talking about, and the white people are going to start to take over this and that, and we need to fight the white people and this and that, you're going to wake up one day and there'll be no SouFLoTV. Right. And then what those people do. I'm moving on to my next favorite person I like to listen to all the time. Ain't nobody going to try to help you build. I've seen this happen. And I've seen people try to rebuild their channel, and the same people who used to follow them before won't even follow them back again. And the channel can't build up again. So we have to choose. Please understand in the time in which you live. I like to teach this. The time in which we live, right? If you think of the internet, I want you to think of a spider web. You ever seen a spider web? A big spider web spread out. Think of a big spider web that's spread out all across the globe. That's the internet. Everything is connected. You're always monitored. Somebody is always watching. And it takes nothing for them to just clip you out right there. Because, you got too much going on over there that's not fitting to the... So even then, we have to choose our battles wisely. So back to what I was saying before. Down at Jamaica Day, the little boy them are being victimized just as much as the little girls are being victimized. That's something nobody wants to talk about. When we talk about victims, we're still speaking as if boys are not victimized as well. And I need y'all to go look at the boogering laws in Jamaica, the boogery laws in Jamaica, and look at, don't just follow people and hear what they say. Go read the boogery laws and then go read how the boogery laws affect prosecution anytime atrocities are committed against a boy. And then you will see that's why they wanted it to be gone. so they can actually prosecute men when they violate the boy picking them like that as well. But we're still stuck on only girls are the victims, only girls could be raped, boys are something else and whatever. But anyhow, shout out to Queen Ifica, man. She told her story. I saw in the news, it says, well, I told you yesterday, her father allegedly says, and they addressed her as Queen I space freak Freak space yeah. Queen I freak, yeah. Basically, it's like what go on with that dirty girl, and she have some mental issues, and we take these accusations very seriously. This is why our lawyers are on the case. That's it. She said she's been trying to deal with it behind the scenes for years. Nobody wanted to deal with it behind the scenes. The song says, one day I'm gonna tell, I swear. The one day come. She told. All right. Big up to her for having the courage to speak, even though she getting a beating. But there are a lot of people that stand with you. Now they're concerned about her father's legacy. And will his legacy be upheld? And should his award that he was given recently be retracted, be taken back? One big something I go on. I will follow up more upon that later. We're not going to dwell upon that this morning because it was heavy to carry yesterday. We're going to move on to something else. Let me empower some people. If you wake up every day and you go to work, let me cue up Miss Kitty in the meantime. If you wake up every day and you go to work and you work for your honest bread, don't let nobody make you feel bad about you waking up every day going to work. I don't care if you're frying chicken at KFC. I don't care if an Island Grill you're there. Yo, Island Grill have some bad food still in there. They have a particular drink there that's sorrel and lemon, sorrel and lemonade. And when it comes in at the cup, half of the cup is sorrel and half is lemonade. In the same cup, they separate. And then when you mix them together, anyway, may I reminisce. But going to Jamaica, got to enjoy some real stuff here. But anyhow, I don't care what you're doing. If you're getting up and getting out to get yours, then I have mad respect for you, right? That's why we wake up every morning and I say, shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. But anyway, Miss Kitty, address a lady, a young lady. First of all, hear what Miss Kitty did have to say. Before we play the waste people, let's play the constructive people. Well, let's hear what the girl have to say first. Cock your ears if you have virgin ears, and I'm not going to show her face because I don't want to give her fame. Or I don't want to share my space with her, but it's important to hear what she had to say. She said this.
Human toilet. Why you had to go on a big ass Chris Brown stage show to talk about me with your dumb ass? A woman of so much substance. And your African talk about a girl with half your blood clot age. Miss, I'm not really familiar with you because I is young. Me's a young girl.
I is young.
If night could I come there in your bed sheet, them could I talk, the people them would have surprised you. Fuck. My young, wild and free, make me do what my blood clot want with my front. No, you come bucket human toilet. Why you had to go on a big ass Chris Brown stage? The fact that you have a blood clot batch body we favor the dead when it fucking swell and y'all worry about little neat body meat is crazy. Since the man now cancel for your tonsil them, anyways, it's a perfect day for me to cancel my tonsils them, so I have the whole day for tracing you. But if you tell me thanks, because this is the most bells your name ringing at the media for a while, go find a man to fuck out your old throat and your old pussy.
Derogatory language, I apologize. We're going to hear Miss Kitty put things in perspective. So what had happened here was apparently this young lady got on and said what many young people today feel, that a 9 to 5, you know, them not in a no 9 to 5 work, and 9 to 5 is not the thing. And it's not only in Jamaica, it's here in the US too. You hear the girls, see this generation, I say anybody below 30, their minds are warped. Unless them get raised right and unless they're checking their mental status on a regular basis and holding themselves accountable, they're influenced heavily and they kind of like march to the same beat. You know what I'm saying? So this whole like gunman in army hole and all these other talk, do you think they were joking, but they're dead serious? You know, them want a gunman for them boyfriend, them want a drug dealer because they make fast money. They want like nothing constructive. Not all the things that we were told to stay away from is all the things that are glorified today by them. See? So she spoke very badly about 9-to-5 workers. And Miss Kitty responded. And Miss Kitty said
and by the way, one more address something. Kind of Miss Kitty come on substance and not just I, right?
This is good enough.
So we see a thing about on the internet. We have some girl and some boy. We want to shame people who have 9-to-5 work. No, me never know. I see it's when you have a 9-to-5 work. It's a shame. When you have your honest job, your legal job, your good job, you're supposed to proud. And then everybody have to be boss. And then everybody have to be owner. Somebody have to be the customer. And somebody have to be the worker. Somebody have to just reach out to the young ladies tonight. Don't make no girl on a choke up. And no belly button drown house. Don't make no girl who have no choke up. And the belly button. Make her do things so that they regret in her life. You have to creep before you walk. Me a lawyer, me an entertainer, me a conceive you at sunrise, me ever work. Because by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. And if your brow not sweat, someone else will sweat. Don't make no girl who they put out internet. Make you feel less than. I want to pick up everybody all the hard working independent days working fuckers. You work for KFC, I-9, I-10, BPO, all center. Because I know some of them girls, when I'm going to cancel them taxes if they're living. I want to hype and you want to own you. I want to see you proud of your house, where you work for. And you work for your ice cream. No, you can't call me no part, no, the phone of them. I'm not shit around here. I want to work for them. I want to have the integrity and the dignity. And you know. The food one. Not for them in a Gucci, sushi, and Palucci, and they were pretty tyrants.
She said, enough of them in a Gucci, sushi, and Baluchi, and they're a pretty toilet. Man, I cancel them tonsil for a living. So don't make no girl who don't have no throat back and no belly bottom make you feel bad. Because you have to get up and do your 9-to-5 every day. Feel proud of yourself. Again, that's why we wake up every morning and say shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Because there's so many other things out there that you could be doing in order to gain a little money here and there, but you're not, because you want your dignity to be intact. Understand? And that's the new way. The new way is money over everything, right? So forget dignity. Who cares about dignity? What? Nobody cares about that. Cancel me tonsil. Cancel me tonsil. And they're actually out here doing it. You know? I take some hard ramens in them mouth area. I don't even know when that became popular in Jamaica. Like, Jamaica used to be this place where them things they used to be so frowned upon. Yeah. But remember, you know, remember, me nah suck it duck if you wear no name brand. Remember that? Yeah. That who are dancehall fanatics, you'll remember those songs. Nah suck it duck if you wear no name brand. And then them change it up. And then Sham say, which gala session us? Right now got that run, they cut. Yeah. So them the influence is in the music for real. And one time gone, certain things we just wouldn't do. And if we did not do, we wouldn't say. And now everybody proud say them tonsils get cancelled on a regular. But the boy cancel me tonsils on a regular basis, choke me out. It all did not come through my nose and like it's fun. Like, yo, the stuff that they're proud of and have the nerve to be talking bad about a girl who get up every day, keep herself clean, keep her dignity intact, go to work her 9-to-5, collect her little money and come home. I think we are to be blamed. We are to be blamed. You notice me never play all out with the girl, did I say? It's 3 slides of her, and I just couldn't take it. because I think we are to be blamed because we have given power to those people. We are the people who give power. Every time them run to social media and them have something to say about, oh boy, I cancel my tonsil and my like gunman and I'm a hole and all that. You don't see the amount of views and the amount of comments under those videos. All you're doing is you're empowering those people. So I've started practicing, and I'm encouraging you to practice the same thing. Anytime me hear them, as soon as if I'm scrolling because I'm looking for content to engage that I can bring to my audience, from me here, yeah, me I can't skip. Matter of fact, go back, block, next. Yeah, anytime me I skip, matter of fact, go back, block, next. That's how I'm listening to them now. I don't even want to hear a lot of them speak. Don't say nothing to me. I don't want it to penetrate my spirit. I don't want it to come anywhere in my aura. I don't want it to come near my ears. Nothing. Because we're giving them power. And we empower them without knowing it. It's just like them YouTube channel that make up lies and they get a whole lot of views. And then the people come over here and say, SouFlo, you don't know the real story, man. Go over so-and-so. Him have the real story. And then you go over so-and-so and the story no go halfway go so. Him make up the whole story go so. Right? But you tell the person who does real research, go get the real story from the person who just sensationalize a story, make it sound like a movie, so you love it, right? And then we look around, they're there for 1 year, 2 years, by the second year they're gone. People start wondering, where did so-and-so channel go or whatever, because you weren't standing on integrity, so you couldn't last, right? So we stand on integrity, so we last. You see what I say? And if it's boring, it's boring. But that's how the story go. And until we get the real scoop, we might give you our opinion and tell us our opinion or our thoughts, but we'll never make a story feel like, yo, so, let me tell you what really happened. The man them tell me, say, no, I'm saying them boom flick off of the building, and fly across the water. I'm say, yo, it's like a karate movie. I say, everybody, cause that them want to hear sensationalized stories, lies. I'm not lying to nobody. So if you come, you're gonna come over here, come hear some truth, right? Big up to Miss Kitty for bigging up the 9-to-5 workers. Big up to Miss Kitty for adding the balance, because we need that. Because the place full up of people right now who are influencers, who are influencing your little young girl, them and minds, to go all the way the wrong way. So we need somebody else in there outside of us who's gonna come in there and say, you know, working a 9-to-5, it's okay. You know it's okay, right? Yeah. You know it's better than actually running after men who have money, right? Because the end result is they'll use you, and because they have money, they'll throw you to the side and get something fresh because they have a lot of money, or it'll never be yours what they have. But what they have, you can actually work and get for yourself. Then that way you can admire your own work and your own rewards instead of always admiring somebody else's stuff. I need people to be able to talk to my young ladies them like that, right? Not everybody get up every day about cancel, tonsil, and gunman in a hole and all this other stupidity. Hey, scamming and deep throat, I do it for them, sir. Yes, everybody mad out. I'm mad out. Everybody mad out or gyal affair dash out. It's the new way, right? Mad, sick, head no good. Remember that? But we were joking. Them take it to our next level. Fully dunce, back of the class, don't care. No subject. Mad, dunce and don't care. No subject, back of the class, fully dunce. I'm mad out. Shout out to Valiant. I'm mad out. Yeah, them are mad out and they're happy madding out. And gyal dash out and she's happy dashing out. Boy, when did we get to where a woman was happy dashing out? Yo, you know, so one time gone, you know, Jamaica, you know, you would have get scorned from every place in a Jamaica if you ever. And I'm sure these type of women existed from long ago. Cause I think whoring is like it's the oldest profession, right? Right. Prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. A man pick up piece of yam out of him yam field and him a walk with the piece of yam, yellow yam, and a woman see it and she say she hungry. And she say, yo, me give you something for something. And the man say, what you gonna give me? She say, me no have nothing. Him say, boy, the pum they look fat, you know, give me a piece of that. And she say, yeah, how about this then? You bring me piece of yam and some of the banana them where you have over there. And my sister, you have some breadfruit over there too. And give me 2 of the chicken them to come. I want meat with my food. And the man said, all right, me bring the whole grocery list come give you once a week. If me get some other pum-pum there once a week. So she barter the pum-pum to be able to put food in the house and clothes on her back and these things. It's the oldest profession out. So it's always been there. But nobody ever walked around saying, I'm a whore. I'm happy being a whore. I want man cancel my tonsil. Come in on my mouth. I will swallow. And they're proud. And I'm like, when we reach Deso, because some things, although you might find necessity in it and call it a survival thing, it was never nothing to be proud of. You know? Because here what? At the end of the day, you could have got plant yam too. You didn't have to give away yourself to the man for 15 piece of yam. Right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good. How's the hurricane preparation treating you?
Man, I'm getting this on my phone that says it's heading my way and all this. But you know, I'm not. I've been here my whole life, so I handle it like a Floridian. Yeah.
Good. You guys stay safe.
We'll try. Talk to us this morning.
Yeah, I have a question, and we can address it.
I'll try.
What is it about us? When I say us, I mean Black people. That we are so attracted to the most croniest of behavior. There was a time when I was a child, and maybe I was just inexperienced. There's certain things I didn't think Black people did. And I used to hold my nose up when I see certain people that, Black people don't do that. Oh, that's nastiness. We don't do that. Until I got older and more exposed, and I stopped holding my head up high, and I just start to be quiet. Maybe nod my head down a little bit, because I realized not only do we do the nastiest and the croniest, we have become the leaders of the nastiest and the croniest.
Yes.
And we not only pick it up, we pick up the torch, we champion it, and we're at the point now where anybody who said, my God, it's a little decency, we're ready to stone that person. We are so committed and have pledged such allegiance to the most croniest and nastiest rat's behavior. I'm just trying to understand, is there something about us in particular? That is it genetic? Is it slavery? What is it that we are so drawn to it? We can't leave it alone.
I'll add to that. We are the only set of people that I see that defend the worst of our kind at all times.
Yes.
And we welcome them into our communities, and we hide them, we shelter them, we take care of them. We big them up. Them get more praises than the people who do good. Somebody said to me a long time ago when I was living in Brooklyn, he said, yo, if you go to college right now, right, you get a bachelor's degree, you come back to the block, y'all pardon my language, everybody is going to be like, man, get the fuck out of here. Nobody want to hear none of that stupid shit you learned in school. Move, man. But if you went to prison for them same 4 years and you came back out, yo, the OG is back on the block. Go get some Hennessy. Go get some drinks. Let's throw a party.
What is it?
I think we're geared that way because of outside influences that we cannot see. But then that ball was set in motion, but they don't even have to touch it no more. It's like we picked it up, right? It's like, it's like infiltrate them. Make them act this kind of way. Make them think that this is attractive. And then once they do, leave them to their own devices. And that's what they did. And they gave it to us and we just love it. And then we want more of it and more of it. And then they created a market for it. For instance, right, if you notice, no record contract is given to, and maybe I shouldn't even be saying all this, but no record contract, no big record contract is given to any of our people that speak sense. Any of our people that put in there. And if you've been following our music, I'm coming from the time of like EPMD. I'm coming from the time of like Dougie Fresh and them. I'm coming from the time of like when our music actually said stuff that meant something, right? And we had a variety like De La Soul and all these others. And then boom, here we are today where everybody is a trap rapper. and nothing else comes out except for that. And they get all the big contracts, and it's attractive to the younger youths because they see the private jets, they see the nice cars, the Rolls Royce Phantom, the this, the that. They see them traveling, they see the fame, they see all the excitement that comes with it. So they aspire to be that. Not only that, they aspire to live those dangerous lyrics, that suicidal, homicidal music that keeps playing. They aspire to live the lyrics, and then they have a place for them too. Because once you start living those lyrics, you head to prison, and then you're what? You're a part of the industrial complex, the prison industrial complex, right? So damage them through their music and art, damage them through and infiltrate their minds that way, and that's what it is. And we just love that. Even in Jamaica, Jamaican music has changed completely.
Yes, it has. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jamaican music has changed. African music, well, African music is the only music now where I'm listening and I don't hear. I might hear some. Yeah, I don't hear any homicidal, suicidal kind of stuff in their music coming off the continent.
You know why? Because the culture, and I honestly, I see it more outside of Africa with Black people than inside. The culture would not allow it.
Right.
The culture would not allow a WAP on the continent. They wouldn't allow it.
Right.
You understand? So what is it about us that we allow it? Like you said, there was a generation like the Dougie Fresh and all that. So, but there had to be someone who tuned into this new stuff, right? So I mean, some of the Dougie Fresh listeners tuned into the kill this and kill that. What is it? There's a transition period where the people who listen and are part of the old transition to the new. You understand?
Yeah. I don't know. Wanting to be hip and in what's happening, because they're old people, grown people, I should say, they're just as mesmerized, some of them, as these young people are with all the bling blow that comes with it. And they get suckered into it too. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but we're the only people that I see doing it. I don't see anybody else rapping and singing and making songs about killing their own kind on a daily basis, and you know, even date raping and all that other stuff. I don't see anybody else doing it but us.
No, they're not doing it. Yeah, just us.
Yeah. So
we call it entertainment and defend it, like as if God himself lay his hands on it. That's the part I can't understand.
Yeah. And then it translates over into our community and into our families and how we deal with each other on a daily basis too.
And we don't have the common sense to pick that up and say, maybe this is not, we don't see nobody else doing it, right? Maybe this is not the way.
Say that again. Say that again. I mean, we don't see anybody else doing it, but we still don't have the common sense to pick it up and say,
just like, wait a minute, but nobody else in this room is doing this, right? Just me.
Right.
And it don't give you pause to think like, maybe I shouldn't do that, you know. Maybe, you know, that don't come into the mind.
Right. Well, down we shall go.
My God.
Down we shall go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. King Big says, and the generation before start dash out, and this generation never have guidance. And it's true. So when you look at today's people and you're like, why the generation, them frig up, they're just messed up. Look at them carrying on. I could tell you about songs from back before. That's why I said, one time gone, we used to sing, say, you know, me nah suck it up if you wear no name brand. How I do, right? Meaning, I'm not doing none of that stuff to be able to afford Gucci, Fendi, Prada, all the other stuff that's going on. Today, what do you see, right? But then we had artists who came in at the later of that stage and started saying they championed the cause. Which gala say she nah suck? Right now, what that run the cut? Yeah. Which gala say she nah duck? And so now all the girls wanted to be the girl that was doing, because them no want to get dash out, as in they don't want to be left out. They don't want to be left out of the rich guy's company. They don't want to be left out of the popular guy's company. So it becomes something that you're going to have to do. And then, you know, the music influence the behavior influence the music. Before we know it, we're caught up and don't even know where's the reality part. And then where's the fantasy part. Because some of we have sense. Some of we can listen to the most gruesome songs. And we're like, yeah, I'll use this as fuel for my fire to work out. We talked about this before, right? I'll use this as fuel for my fire to get a good workout this morning at the gym. Real aggressive, angry ass type of music, right? And then I'll purge my spirit at the end of that music by listening to some calming stuff, some loving stuff, put different kind of words, motivational words, positive words into my being, into my vibration, and then I'll go about my day. But most of the young people don't have that to say, this is fantasy, this is reality. You know, my kids were out cutting my grass this weekend. And Kosi went inside and grabbed the portable boombox, hooked up his Bluetooth to it. He in front of my house. I'm standing right there. I'm at the corner of the house. And the first thing I hear out that boombox is something about killer, N-I, you know the rest of the word already. And I reached from around the corner. I was like, shut that shit off now. Hey, come here. I said, when you listen to that right there, I said, that's no wonder you're not doing too good in school. That's what you listen to? And then you want to come play that loud as hell in my house. And you see where I live at? In my neighborhood. My neighbor right there is a school teacher. The next neighbor right there is... And these are teachers that taught you before. Man, turn that stuff off. If you're going to play music out here, play something clean and nice and summery or whatever, right? But you got to be there to grab your kids up nowadays and be like, hey, whoa, hold up. When he came in the house, after they finished doing the lawn, the grass, he put the boombox on the kitchen counter, but his Bluetooth was still hooked up to it. And he went to the room. So when he's in the room, he'll listen to his music on his headphones while laying on his bed, just chilling. He played his music, and boom, in my living room, same shit. And I won't even say same music. I'll just say same shit because it was shit, right? I'm using the word appropriately. And he caught it real quick. His brother was out there, and his brother is like, hey, see? And he took it off real quick. I'm just telling you that it's so deeply embedded in them, they just want to hear it. They don't even care what it's doing to them. So hearing that kind of stuff constantly with no guidance and nobody to say, hey, entertainment, reality, consequences, watch what you're putting into your brain. If you're not able to say that to them and they have nobody around to say that to them, they will start to live out the lyrics of those songs for real without even knowing that they're doing it. I don't know why I don't even like school no more. I can't focus in math. Man, I want to hear that latest album that so-and-so just dropped because that's what everybody is on right now. Yeah, you got to save them. You got to save them. Live Truth Erica TV says, I think Jamaicans, some of them are desensitized. When my in-laws came and I tried to talk to some of them who came from Jamaica about things that were going on, they said, I saw it go. It was normal. We're way desensitized now, though. Way. We are at the point where there's no return for us. No return for us. Here what? We have 15 minutes left. And I want to use this 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if wifey I go to gym this morning. I guess she's going to go get her hurricane body ready. I'm going to have to go to the store though and get a couple of things just in case. You know, I'm through and through a Floridian. I've been here my whole life. I've spent more time in Florida than I've spent in Jamaica by far. So I've seen many of these, oh, we're going to have a hurricane and then the breeze just blow past and we get like a heavy rain and a couple of light pole knockout and, you know, you got to make sure you have some emergency supply at the house. And so I'll run out in a minute, grab a couple of things, come back inside and secure what needs to be secured or whatever. Let's use this last 15 minutes to say a couple of things. For one, I love to see the unity that's going on right now in dancehall, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm a person that love war. I love war. I do. I love war. I love war in my music. I love war in real life, but I don't love picky argument in real life. I love real war, right? But I don't love it so much that I promote it every day. I love to go to it when it's necessary to go to it. So the piece that's coming right now, Aidonia and Masicka. I seen Aidonia and Masicka dap up and gave each other respect the other day. And I was like, damn, that's a long time coming. That's a long time coming, even though I still want to hear them war lyrically, each other, right? So, but that's a long time coming. And I've seen some other people in the dancehall fraternity start bigging up each other who wouldn't speak to each other before. So there's a lot of unity right now. I think my brothers are starting to realize and that there's more strength in our unity than anything else. And the real money is actually there when we unite, not when you go by yourself to go try to get it by yourself. The real money is there when we unite. Because no stage show is nice, a foreign, where the real money there. No stage show is nice when we only see one of them. When we get to see 3, 4, 5 of them back to back on the same stage, that's when the show, yo, y'all got a show later. Yeah, man, Bicentennial Park, downtown Miami, 50,000 people in the park. Who are got there? Aidonia got there on the show. Masicka got there on the show. Wait. Masicka, I got there on the same show as Aidonia. Yo, I want them all to clash. No, them just come perform. Really? Buy me a ticket. I'm there. That kind of stuff. So the unity is what we need, right? Aidonia and his wife are actually expecting a new child, new baby, and I'm happy for them because they just lost their son. When they lost their son, there was a video that Aidonia had on his IG real quick, and I saw his son run from inside the house and dived into the pool and swam like a real pro swimmer. And I was like, look at this baby boy, so full of life. He looked in the picture, in the video, to be about 3, 4, that kind of age group. I said, look at this baby boy, so full of life, right? And that's the same point where I was realizing that that same kid had just passed away. And the whole time, this man was battling his son going through that and trying to hold it together. And everybody was out here beating him about him work ethic no good, him not put out no music. He could have been one of the best ones, but him just lazy and all that because he wasn't coming out and saying to us, yo, I'm going through a lot right now. You ever lose a child yet? You ever watch your child go slowly? You know, that kind of stuff. So, and then after that came Faith Moves Mountains. Aidonia has a song out called Faith Moves Mountains. I want you to go listen to that song. That the song does move you in a kind of way where I probably would have to put on my glasses right now, so I'm going to see my eye them tear up and thing. But I just want to say to them, man, like, continue with the unity stuff. Congratulations to him and his wife. You know, they lost their son. They're blessed with another child on the way. And it's a beautiful thing to see. I think it was at the Chris Brown concert that he unveiled that they're having another baby. See that? So him and wifey at it again. Whole heap of nice in the place. The people are behind them. Him always a bigger up to proper husband thing. And we watch Aidonia come from young youth in the business to where he's at now. So more power to them, right? We're gonna breeze past that though and talk about this latest. The young lady, the little young girl where them going to the school and take out and chop off her head, kill her, kind of something. That story that took a turn. There's an AIDS story that's attached to that story. I did still try see what the skybox did there. Yeah, well, you know, in Jamaica, when them say sky view, it means you will see the sky from here. So it doesn't mean that the box is in the air, right? It means you will see the sky from here. Sky view is not skybox, sky view. So any which part you're there, that's where your sky view was. Just that the part that was $1 million, you had a clear view of the sky. I'm just taking it as that. Anyhow, finally, we can talk about this case. I didn't want to talk about it before because I didn't have enough information, and most of it was just speculation on my path too about what happened to the little girl, right? So, Coyote Satchel is the name of the person. who last week was named by the police as the alleged killer of 8-year-old Danielle Rowe. This person has now been charged. So on my notes for today, it says the person of interest turned to suspect in custody. Suspect in custody turns to suspect identified because they had a ID parade. Suspect identified turns to suspect now charged. So that's what's happening with that. Remember when the story happened, everybody was like, Jesus Christ, yo, Jamaica gone bad. Somebody take a youth out of school, carry her go down the road, did that tour, blah, blah, blah. I keep telling y'all, when you see things happen in Jamaica, 9 out of 10 times, it's never random. Because we on the outside looking in. It paints a really, really frightening picture of Jamaica, you know. A lot of people are like, me, I ain't never going to Jamaica. Some people are like, SouFlo, I left Jamaica 20 years ago and I will never go back because the crime and violence just rampant. And I'm like, it's not rampant. I mean, it's rampant, but it's not random. It's not random. It's all connected. Watch the connection in this. Shout out to Jamaica Observer. This morning headline says Satchel, who is a dental assistant who police say was the intimate partner of the little girl's father, was on Monday afternoon charged with the little girl's kidnapping and her murder. This was confirmed by Deputy Commissioner in charge of Crime and Security, Fitz Bailey, when the Jamaica Observer contacted him on Monday. And in a video that was released by the Jamaica Constabulary Force on Friday, DCP Bailey said that the police had not yet established a clear motive as to why the crime took place. But as the investigation proceeds, we expect that the real motive will be manifested. Stick around because the mom spoke. He said the breakthrough is a reflection of the commitment, patience, and diligence of investigators in this matter, and I want to commend the team that was involved in this investigation. I want to commend them too. I still want to see the lady or the girl, Satchel, because I want to see the composite sketch and see if that is actually her or if it looks like her. The arrest of Satchel, a little over 2 weeks ago, was the first major breakthrough in the case. 2 months after little Danielle's slaying. DCP Bailey had previously announced that the woman was picked up in the corporate area on Friday, August 11th, around 2:30 p.m. On June 8th, the little girl Danielle was abducted from Brayton Primary School in Portmore, St. Catherine. She was later found in Roosevelt Avenue in St. Andrew with her throat slashed. She died at the Bustamante Hospital for Children 2 days after the ordeal. Remember, her mom and her dad were talking about how she was just like, tears were streaming down her face. She had this look on her face like, why me? But because her throat was damaged, she couldn't speak, right? And she was dying in the process as well. It's kind of sad. So there's a story that is attached to this as to why the motive, what the motive might be. And what I'm hearing is, notice enough, I say it's been proven facts. What I am hearing is the father is HIV positive and the father gave HIV to his partner, and his partner found out that he gave her HIV, and this is how she responded, by taking the life of his child. But listen to this, because here's a voice note. Daniel Rowe mother exposed Coyote Satchel, which is now charged, that killed her daughter along with her policeman baby father. Daniel Rowe's mother stated that her baby father has AIDS. And Daniel Rowe's mother also revealed that Coyote Satchel was the one that kidnapped her daughter, and she knew.
Him don't know her. Him too lie. What's your name
on Facebook? Come here, try to find her. You remember her name on Facebook?
Her name is Cody Sachel. I don't know. Can I try to find her, but I can't.
Oh, I should delete it.
But him never know her. Him too lie. She forgot that she stab him. The matter there 100 man, because I mean their car come bail him.
So he knew all along. Now my question is, she was saying this before the arrest, before all this. She named the person, right? And said they had an open case too because she stabbed him, the same policeman. So she knew all along who did it. So he knew when the composite sketch came out, and he knew all along. Now, I want my audience to drag your memory and go back, right? Remember what I said about the father after I saw him? Remember what I said about the father after I saw him? I said that father didn't know way more than what he's saying, because something about his mannerisms said everything to me, like him know who do this. Now, I started hearing interviews that him work CID or him work undercover or something. So my mind went off into thinking maybe a gunman out the road want get to him, so they got to his child instead. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I had no idea that it would turn out to be this, but it still remains. He knew from day one, him know.
And the girl talk, and I say, listen, I go talk to him and tell them can't do them something there. Till even one time him when he comes to me, he say, sister, you not talk, but I say, yeah, but you do certain things you cannot do. You cannot do that. I must say what him no want, him no want, him and a she, him want run him that and blah blah blah. As I say, everything what me I say is the reason why I not really come out on social media. I have my other two kids.
Yes, me understand.
Scared.
Me understand.
Of my other two kids them. Him know about what happened to my daughter. Him know.
So when you say she get locked up, you just feel surprised about it?
I was surprised, guys, when me they go down at the station and them ask me a type of question. When me I say, oh, them would know that it's like the female tell him, say, me and her did that talk on messenger one time. And them ask me her name, and I tell them the right name. So said, so done. Yesterday when my sister come out and say, got me to cry.
Wow.
Them say, a mother always know here. But you see that man there, everybody make it seem like innocent and
So one time you seen them, remember at the funeral? And people was like, why she behave so? Right? It's two of them the child, I mean, cut on the differences, man, and just give the baby a proper send-off and all that. When she like treat him like, come off of me. I mean, I don't want to see you or nothing like that. Because of this did go on behind the scenes. See, we didn't know, right? We were back here looking like, why is she acting like that? Something all right. And when she did that, I said the same thing again. Go back and look at our video. I said, she know too. She know say him know something. And him not say nothing and she not say nothing either. And story come to full bump now.
Forget that people in for go look blood. So why me never left my baby side and go look blood too?
Okay.
It out in the public already, so that's what I say is nonsense.
Yes.
If you didn't love your daughter, as I say, that's stay by your side and your friend, your colleagues, them out there would do what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
So why must I say a nonsense that you disappear the Thursday, the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, nobody can hear you present yourself Monday when you hear that she dead? How that look to you? Me not idiot.
All right, Monique, trust me. So how you keep up? How you keep up?
I can't keep up.
Yeah, me can.
How can I keep? He must sleep all right, you know. He must sleep all right, you know. Me alone, I feel this. Him not feel nothing, you know. Him not feeling a thing. You see him there come talk about whatever. You say if him baby mother them would have just looking at themselves and chat about them and go back him. I've never their mind, none of them pick me them, none of them, because one of them can't go family court. The one of their foreign mother can't go family court. If we get somebody live with him, or just the one of their Portland never can go court.
Yeah.
So when I'm come say this and say that, make him look like him a this good, but she go talk. If he say yes, she not done talk it.
Yes.
But the truth I go come out when him make it look like me have something to do with my daughter. That guy when him go for me, then I talk about when the truth come out, but they go shock or him feel now.
That's why, but Monique, that's why I always want you to talk, you know, because at the end of the day.
So that is you don't understand.
Me understand your two children, yeah.
You're not understanding now.
No, me understand, you know, Monique. That's why I never too pressure, because me understand. We not tell me about the kids, them or whatever, me understand.
I have my two, if it's me like my two pick them, I two pick them left back with.
Yes. Yes.
But that man is a wicked. He's a wicked.
Well, from that standpoint, I do why you're talking. From that standpoint, I do why you're talking because if I feel thing always I come out and nobody not here. So you find the people that say why you hide, blah blah blah.
If them looking at them and I know.
Yes.
But from day one, me didn't know say it come from him because me not mix with people.
Yes.
I'm not involved in nothing with nobody. So I know say nobody that come from me.
Because when I tell them I say boy you and girl on TikTok and lesbian girl and
exactly. And
yes.
that now him I don't wanna go out there and tell people about me and Solamite. Me never did with a girl from the day my band. I put up a video with me and my best friend in the bathroom and other people are taboo. Other people have video. Me and I take one picture together. That is the only picture on social media. The reason I'm saying on the picture because me and I they fall out.
Okay. Me understand.
So him come talk about have me girl them. I never been with a woman. Him the one broke me in another life. That I tell him no.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going road. But look at that woman like.
So him the one broke her another life there. First of all, right, this is not my material, and I'm not the kind of person to use people's material without giving them their proper due. So if anybody over here recognize who this interviewer is, then please say his name in the comment section so we can send this audience over there to go hear the complete interview, because I'm pretty sure this is just a piece of what was said. This, though, comes through McCoy News, but I'm sure it's not McCoy News that conducted this interview, because McCoy takes my videos, other people's videos, if the video is trending. Popeye? All right, so Popeye News Link, PNL. Popeye News Link. Thank you, Missy Bram Bram. Popeye News Link. Go over to Popeye News Link and listen to the rest of the interviews. Not only that, Popeye always have to interview them because he is on the ground in the place and the people them do call him and talk to him. I haven't listened to his channel in a while, but the videos do come down the pipeline. And sometimes I do tune in and listen to the interviews because they speak to him, right? So go over to Popeye News Link, and because we don't want to just use people material and act like they're our material. It's not our material. And in this day and age where you have copyright infringement and this, that, and the other, people could get very vicious and just be like, oh, if you use my stuff, I never mention my name, dog. And then they'll call YouTube and say, strike the video because it have my voice in it and that's my piece of interview or whatever. So I'm not trying to use your video for anything other than to further this conversation, just to let the audience know that the things that we said before about the father were exactly so it turns out to be, right? That he was involved and he knew about it. So go to Popeye News Link and get the full interview over there and all that. The girl has said some things like he was trying to turn her out, trying to get her into girl on girl action and these kind of things. She wasn't into it. That's why he went out and go cheat and go look other women to do whatever else. I saw somebody said, I think the side woman or the one who is charged now, she lost her own child. And that's the reason why she did that to his child. Me don't know. I don't know if she lost her own child. That's a great motive to take somebody else's child life in the way that she did. I heard the AIDS story from somewhere else before, and now I'm hearing the AIDS story from her, as in the woman he was with before. Me, I ask myself though, I wonder if she have AIDS too. The mother of Daniel, because she did that with him, right? So I wonder if she have AIDS too. Or because she says in this right here that him have AIDS, him not tell nobody that.
And next door, my baby them there to stay while my God the station. My God the station, my mouth blood up. And no police no look for me because I'm spreading them.
Yes.
That is HIV positive.
Oh boy.
He present himself about him is good father weird. If I remember the bank statement don't tell lie. I 3,500 I used to give my feet pitney. I say how much loan and this and that. And all my plans. Every minute he tell me my plan. But to me, the easy going type. I'm never there go bring him to court like other baby mother. That's why I'm punished out.
All right. I tell you what. All of us are gonna go over there. Right? All of us are gonna go over to Popeye News Link because me want to hear the whole interview. And then we will dissect and come back over here to come talk about what I heard over there. Because she give a complete interview. Not true, Missy Bram Bram? All right. With that said, be careful out here, people. Be careful about your energies that you throw around. Be careful about the choices you make and the way you choose to live. Let me tell you something. I'm going to end this video this morning by saying something like this, right? I thank God. I thank God that I found myself. I thank God that, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm a human, right? So I'm born with imperfections and I still have imperfections throughout life. But I thank God for the level of consciousness that I've achieved at this point in life, because it allows me to actually see consequences before me even do actions. You understand? That way, me know. So I can say to myself, say, SouFlo, you really want to get into that? Yeah. All right. You know where I come. You see it fully in 1080 HD. That's what you want. And then I can say to myself, you know what? Me no want that. The actions look fun. It look nice. But them consequences, they're dreadful. I wish everybody start thinking like this. When you think action, I want you to think consequences the same time you're thinking action. Most grown-ass people are not thinking consequences with action. Them just think action. Go out and do this and do that and spread myself here and there and get involved in this and that. And then when consequences happen, everybody a ball. But it was your actions that brought those consequences. That's how the universe works. I'm not talking about your religion. I'm not talking about your version of God. I'm talking about how the universe works. This is how the universe works. Every action have some form of consequence that comes with it, has some form of karma from those actions. So just know what you are doing. All right? With that said, we leave out of here on a conscious mindset today. Go out there and have a good day. Them say hurricane will come my way. We'll see about that. All right? We'll be all right. God go with you. Walk good, my people. One love. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts of God Spare My Life. I'm heading over to Popeyes shortly, though, to go listen to that full interview. Matter of fact, you will see me in the comment section over there. So me we heal and know if me see you over there as well. And big up to Popeye News Link, because I do tune into your thing from time to time. All right? Walk good. I'm out. Peace.